Okay, we've gotten our new screen in the mail, and the first thing that we need to do is make sure our computer is unplugged. And if I can remember how to do this, take the battery out. The bezel does not have any bezel screws, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pry this off carefully around the edge. Trying not to put any stress on anything that I don't want to, and that is fairly tight. Let's see if I can get that loose again without breaking it. The trick here seems to be that this is pretty thin plastic. Don't want to break anything. And not sure how to get that loose, the last part. It slid down some. There it is. Okay, so that just comes off. I have retrieved a small Phillips screwdriver. I also mentioned that this screen came with no instructions whatsoever, so we're going to learn as we go along. I'll go ahead and take these 4 screws out. Right, I have removed 6 screws from along the bottom, 2 from along the top, and I also found that there's a small connector probably for the webcam up the top that I've disconnected. Now that I've got the screen out, you'll notice that the screen is actually on the hinges and the back kind of tips away, and in the back here we can see that there's some tape running up to where the webcam hooks up, and this frame is secured by 4 screws on the side, which I will remove next. I've started to remove the 4 screws holding the screen into the frame. They are a little bit smaller, so you want to keep them separate. And also I decided to stop after taking out a couple of screws and remove the tape next, so that I don't put too much stress on anything. The screen, the new screen that came, it doesn't look like you really need to take anything off of it. Just connect it right up. So I'll see if I can get this connection loose. I've disconnected the cable from the screen. It's a little scary because it's fairly small, but I just pulled back this piece of tape that was over the top, pulled it straight down, and it came loose. There's the old screen. I'm going to set that aside. This is where I discover if I've got the correct new screen. Leave the film on the front to protect it. We're going to set this into the frame. Looks like it comes in best from the bottom. And then we will set the new screws in place. For full disclosure, I did get some help putting these 4 screws in along the side because they're pretty tiny, and I held the screen in place and got those in. Now it looks like a simple matter of reconnecting the 2 cables, and we'll do that next. That cable slipped in there nice and easy, and this tape doesn't seem to be quite sticky enough all the way around, so I'm going to get a little bit of replacement tape just to hold things in place. Okay, I will stay with the duct tape theme. Tape that back down there. Got another piece here. Tape that back down. Now, I think we're ready to bring these 2 pieces together and replace our 8 screws. I got to the last 2 screws for the top of the screen, and I remembered I needed to hook up the little connector for the webcam. Hopefully you'll notice that. Otherwise you need to back those screws out and get that snap back in there. That went in fairly easily. I've put the last 2 screws in at the top, and then we're going to take this tape off. Not too worried about the tape because that'll be behind the bezel. There we go. Now all that's left is to reinstall the bezel around the edge. Seems to be in place. Now, hoping that all's gone well, we will reinstall the battery. And the battery, I believe, was charged up, so we will hit start and see if we have succeeded or not. Looks good, it's starting up, so I believe we're successful. Thank you.